This episode of No Huntsville is brought to you by the Brew Stooges. All right, this is Tom.
I'm Joe.
And this is No Huntsville, a special music episode. We have a guest today, Stephen Bryan, a local singer-songwriter. And you can find his music on ReverbNation.com/Stephen Bryan Rock, Facebook.com/Stephen Bryan Rock. Stephen, thanks for coming in and talking to us today.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
All right. So why don't you give a little background into yourself and then a little bit about your music and what you're trying to do.
All right. Well, somewhat of a local guy. I grew up in Fayetteville, Tennessee. Moved off for college and military and been gone the last 13 years or so. Just came back, moved last April to the Huntsville area and kind of starting over again, building new contacts and playing shows and trying to see what can happen.
Right, being gone so long, I've seen like the scene has kind of changed since you've been gone. I'm sure.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Right?
Yeah, quite a bit.
I left for a little while, came back, and it's a whole different place. And that's one thing that we're talking about the show is we're kind of promoting the culture here that's changed over the years, and it's kind of a nice thing to see. So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of your influences too, and some with the music that you write.
Influences are varied, and I grew up when I was 15, 16. It's when the whole new wave of ska was coming along, so a lot of crappy old Green Day and pop punk ruled the world, and then got off on some Weezer, and then as I got older, I got into a lot of Bob Dylan, and then Whiskey Town, a lot of the alt country, Ryan Adams, early stuff, old 97s, things like that. So it's kind of all come together in a giant ball of mess that it's my own stuff now. So
more influences, you make them your own,
right?
And you have 2 albums out right now, right?
Correct.
And you can find that music where the spots I gave on Reverb Nation.
Reverb Nation, my newest album is on there. My old one and the new one are both available on iTunes, though, and also Amazon.
And we'll put links up on our site and on this video to get people over there. But you also are going to be working on a new EP this summer.
Correct.
And you hope to put that out by the end of the summer, correct?
By August is the plan.
Okay. And then you did some time in Hawaii, so tell me a little bit about that.
I did. I actually did 8 years in the military. My last stint was in Hawaii, so I did 3.5 years there and played a lot of shows. Had a band there, a backing band, and it's one of those things, like when magic happens, you have that chemistry, and it was just a great time, a great band, great shows.
So what's it like playing in Hawaii? I mean, I gotta imagine it's a whole different scene out there, right?
It is a whole different scene. There's a lot of reggae, Hawaiian music, so to speak. There's not a lot of rock bands. And it's a real challenge playing there, being an out-of-towner, a haole, so to speak.
Sure, yeah.
Didn't grow up there, so I had to really earn a lot of respect from local fans or local people that went there, because I didn't go to school. Nobody knew me.
Okay.
And so, it was really an accomplishment to be doing so well by the time I left.
Like that movie, The North Shore, dude.
Yeah,
man. They didn't smash your guitar or anything.
I was white and military, so between the two, it was tough to get shows.
But they like that everywhere, right?
Yeah. I started off in the Irish pubs there because we played a lot of Irish, Dropkick Murphy influenced type of music, and so where people would drink and the bars liked us and they'd have us back. So
nice. So you're back here in town, and you're starting up with the music again and trying to get into the scene and stuff like that. And I know you got a tour coming up, so tell us about the tour coming up here in June.
Tour's going to be a good time. It's kicking off June 20th at Copper Top.
Copper Top,
yeah.
So
our favorites.
Great.
So it's coming up. I actually have another local guy named Dan Thompson. He's played in punk bands for years around here. I don't know the names of those bands, but phenomenal, big bearded Irish guy. Great times. And
nice.
Got a friend up from Nashville that's going to be on the gig or on the bill as well. And then from there, I'm going to be going up to Philadelphia, doing a little bit of an East Coast tour with my friends Sweet Corn and Peanut, who's this phenomenal, really like a blues pop thing from Hawaii. They're friends of mine there, so we're going to do some shows. Yeah,
that's a new one.
They're phenomenal though.
Check that out.
Yeah, the great songwriters, great music.
Well, good. We're going to check that out. We're going to definitely be at the Copper Top. I'll be there that night. So we're looking forward to that. So you came in here today. You're going to play us some music. So tell us the song you're going to play for us today.
The first song that I'm going to play is called "Thought You Should Know," and it's really kind of autobiography about how much I can be a jerk. So,
well, all right. Yeah. So this will be a long song.
That's for all of us, actually.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Sometimes I tend to get a little self-destructive, and every now and then I get a little out of control. But I'm not crazy, I'm just not that well adjusted. Well, and I thought you should know, and I thought you should know. Well, hey there, darling. could disappear. But you say you've been looking for me all night long. You drove this whole damn town to find me here, and now you wanna take me home. But I'm not leaving. I haven't drank enough that I can forget just who I am or what you said. I hope that you'll understand that sometimes I tend to get a little self-destructive, and every now and then I get a little out of control. But I'm not crazy, I'm just not that well adjusted. And I thought you should know. And I thought you should know. And I thought you should know. Well, I'm so tired. I wish that I could sleep. I got a restless mind and smoke-filled lungs. You're getting the best of me. So please just go home. I'm fine here by myself. I got an angel watching over me from that bottle on the shelf. And sometimes I tend to get a little self-destructive, and every now and then I get a little out of control. But I'm not crazy, I'm just not that well adjusted. And I thought you should know. And sometimes I tend to get a little self-destructive, and every now and then I get a little out of control. But I'm not crazy, I'm just not that well adjusted. I thought you should know, and I thought you should know, and I thought you should know.
Nice. So that's Stephen Bryan, ReverbNation.com/Stephen Bryan Rock, Facebook.com/Stephen Bryan Rock. Stephen, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Great song.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
You're gonna play us one more on the way out, right?
Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the biggest cities look the same way in the dark, where the streetlights and the headlights blend till I can't tell them apart. And on Friday night, I'm playing here in some small local bar, where the music drowns the silence till we can't tell who we are. And the DJ keeps attention there with some old top 40 tunes, while the cigarettes and alcohol sedate the lonely room. When every eye is closed, every head bowed low, a drunken prophet, he preaches gospel from a beer-stained microphone. And that's when I say, I think it's time to leave. I know it's been hard, but this is killing me. So if you're sure that this is all you need, just leave me alone and walk away from me, and walk away from me. Well, tonight was like a photograph, so silent and precise, while the looks on both our faces told the stories of our lives. And with all the times we counted on the worst to work out right, all the right words and the right smiles never made up for the time when every eye is closed, every head bowed low. A drunken prophet, he preaches gospel from a beer-stained microphone. And that's when I say, I think it's time to leave. I know it's been hard, but this is killing me. So if you're sure that this is all you need, just leave me alone and walk away from me, and walk away from me, and walk away from me now. Oh, oh, oh. And that's when I say, it's time to leave. I know it's been hard, but this is killing me. So if you're sure that this is all you need, just be a nut and walk away from me, and walk away from me, and walk away from me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great job, man. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Steven.
Cheers.
And let's give it up for our new beer sponsor, the Brew Stooges. They supplied beer for us. They got us a new t-shirt back here. And we got some other swag from them that we'll be giving out soon. You can check the Brew Stooges out at facebook.com/the Brew Stooges. They have a new tap room that's open to the public. Thursdays 5 to 9, Fridays 4 to 8, and Saturdays 4 to 8 as well. Thanks to the Brew Stooges, and thanks to everyone out there. And that's it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.